Hey guys, I'm Amy Lee from Evanescence, and you're watching Stingray Pause Play.
I'm Zach Monson, and welcome back to a very special edition of Stingray Pause Play, here with another remote session today with Amy Lee of Evanescence. Welcome, Amy Lee of Evanescence. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
I'm thrilled to have you here. I've been such a fan of you guys for such a long time. And of course, here you are here as our next guest curators of the month. You and the band have put together an amazing list of songs for us. What can people expect? Who are they going to hear when they tune into your channel?
It's a little bit of everything. I definitely just went through and picked a whole lot of my favorite songs from throughout time. Plenty of new stuff in there, but a lot of good old things as well. I'm all about contrast. So, depending on the way, your order's coming at you, you might get a good Whitney Houston song right after or before a good Slipknot song. I'm hoping that happens.
So other influences on your life, your dad was a DJ. He was on TV a bit. He was in a few bands. How did seeing somebody in that position of entertainment kind of influence your idea of what you could do with your life?
It's awesome because it made it not scary or weird in a way. It was just something that seemed sort of possible. So just to be able to explore music that was a lot more music than we had access to, just like in our home, was really cool. And it's funny, though, my dad is sort of like a family Bob Saget kind of like character. Like that was his thing. He's great at what he does. But just super cheesy, like always testing dad jokes out on the family before using them on the air. And we're all like, oh, dad. Which was funny because then when I started making my music, and it was, very serious, very brooding, I remember playing our first shows and standing up on stage. And, it's hard enough to get through. And then I get off and he's like, great job. When you're up there on stage, like, it's okay to throw in a smile once in a while. Don't forget to smile at him. And I just was like, Dad, you don't understand my music.
You don't get the vibe we're really going for here.
You don't get
it. Show more teeth. Why don't you just show more teeth? I get it. Where does the idea for you start to come to life? I was about to say come to life. I'm not even going to go there.
That's cool.
Yeah, okay. Come to life.
Let it bring you to life.
Yeah, I know. Don't know. See, I just didn't want to go there, Amy. I just didn't want to do it. When did the idea bring you to life of kind of blending the dark and the hard with the soft and like the beautiful?
Music started really becoming an outlet for me, a place where creatively I could let things out and be a more dramatic and outspoken version of myself than I could in real life or that I wanted to in real life. So for it to become this sort of free place for me to be something that was somewhat of an exaggeration of like my day-to-day self was really cool and really good for me. And it's fun to be able to go into that dark and beautiful world.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems like fun. I wish I could kind of just jump into that for a night or two because it feels like it'd be like therapy.
Come to the show.
Let me know when you hit Montreal. I'll jump on
right.
stage, no problem. I got falsetto for you like you wouldn't believe. It's great. We asked the last artist that we had in to ask you a question. That artist is Charlotte Cardin, and her question for you is...
Hi, I'm Charlotte Cardin, and my question for you is, if you could eat one single meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Ooh, that's really... I get a whole meal, though? It's not just like one type of food? That helps.
She said meal. It wasn't like a banana. It was meal.
Ramen.
Yeah.
Ramen, good, real, hardcore, spicy, Japanese ramen.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's a great...
I could eat that and eat that and eat that. That's my favorite food.
Do you cook? Like, could you make that for yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, I have. It's not the same. I have a close friend. We actually design a lot of my clothes together, who is Japanese, and he's an excellent cook. And we've talked about it, and he makes it. But in order to do that, you have to spend like days making the broth. And put all kinds of scary things in there that I don't even want to know about. I'd rather somebody else make it.
The record is the bitter truth. The bitter truth really is something that not always easy to swallow, but I think in order to live a grounded and genuine life is really a necessity. This album really was written out of a lot of real life anger and sadness and growth and resilience. I'm so sorry to hear about your younger brother and of course your bandmate's daughter. And then, of course, the world shuts down. And, of course, that adds on to the whole thing. And I'm sure that there are so many songs on a hard drive that didn't make the album. Do you feel like you were able to say all the things that you wanted to say on this record, or are there sentiments that you kind of had to leave on the cutting room floor?
I felt at the end of this, we all did, a real sense of relief and satisfaction, for sure, through, a time that it had been coming, for sure, and building in us. But then, like you said, then the shutdown and all the turmoil and just the world on fire just pushed us to a place of wanting to scream it out, and pour something positive into the world at the same time. And then in the end, when you can finally sit back and listen, it's like, oh my God, there's so much more there than I thought I had to say, is really more the feeling that I felt there at the end. So we're all very, very proud of what came out of, a lot of hardship. But like you said, in some form, like, you can't have the sweet of life without the sour. And we can't grow and change without accepting the problems that are all around us, facing those truths so we can make things better. So I think for the most part, we've all just really come away from it feeling really good.
Yeah. Unfortunately, really haven't seen your fans in such a long time, and you get to see them again soon. You're going back on tour again. Amy Lee of Evanescence. Are you just the most excited human being in the world, or what?
We've been playing a set that's very heavily third record for a long time. We had a nice vault of music to pull from, but we are at a point where we know which ones work the best live. We know which ones need to be kind of at the front of the set. Like, you can only change it up so much before you're just kind of like making it not as good.
Right.
And now we have this big new pile of stuff that is going to dominate, for us. Having the new music and getting to go play, yes, I'm extremely excited. I cannot wait. I'm very happy to be going on tour. The first one we're doing is with Hailstorm, and we're all friends.
Right.
So
you guys have toured before,
it's going to be a blast.
right?
I'm just totally ready.
You guys, this is not your first tour together, right? You guys have been on tour together as a band, so it's like there's already that camaraderie there and that trust and that admiration. What's your favorite thing to do with Hailstorm that has nothing to do with music?
I was going to change it up and say like singing, because we totally like karaoke and sing at the top of our lungs. We had a really good end of tour party in 2012 when we wrapped that whole thing up, because we had such a great time. And I remember that we had a photo booth. Oh man, those pictures are just incriminating. Yeah. We all were singing like great drunken karaoke. Just a really good time. But awesome. And there were other nights that weren't supposed to be special that ended up special. We definitely play a lot of cornhole on summer tour, and that was a summer tour. I don't know how cold the winter is going to be, and we're going to be doing lawn games, but there's got to be something. Maybe I know, ping pong. We can bring that around and bring it to the inside of the venue. That's good for arena tours.
Easy travel.
A little bit of sports in the background.
Yeah, awesome.
Light sports.
And look, if you guys love karaoke, I really want you to know Stingray as a company owns an amazing company called the Karaoke Channel, Stingray Karaoke. I'm going to send you a login, my friend. You are going to have access to some good karaoke. I'm telling you right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're going to love it, my dude. Amy Lee of Evanescence, I'm just like that guy that is a fan of yours, and I was a fan of your music, and now I'm a fan of you as a human. I really appreciate you hanging out with me, and just you're so honest and open in your music, and I think that's one of the reasons why people connect with you so much. And I just I appreciate that, because it can't be easy, and it's people love it. So keep doing it. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. It's an honor and a pleasure, and I really like talking to you too.
Thank you, Amy. You can hear Amy Lee and Evanescence on their guest curator channel. You can hear it on your TV, on our mobile, on our web platform, and of course, download the free Stinger Music app right now. That's right, I said free, and search Evanescence. Yes, I'm going to spell it for you. EVANESCENC. Like just you'll find it. You'll figure it out. And you can hear all the channels we play their music on. Amy, you're the best, and come back soon. Please.
You rock. I will.
Good to see you.
Take care.
Bye, guys.